Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Saying hi to people that are coming in to the Silver Symposium. I'm up here in Washington, want to bring you some news about on the real estate front. And this is something that has come out from an economist at Goldman Sachs, all right? It's entitled, "The Housing Recession Will Continue and Eventually Flatten Housing Prices," Goldman Sachs economist says. Now guys, we've been talking about this for quite some time, and I believe it's gonna get more and more intense, especially as the federal funds rate gets near that 4% target that the Fed has put out. Now, if you can imagine what mortgage prices have done since last December, right? And that was when the Fed funds rate was sitting at, what was it? Quarter, half a point, something like that. I'm sorry, not point, but percent, right? And now we're at about 2.25%, and we're seeing mortgage rates literally crest 6% in some situations, some areas. And can you imagine what a 4% will do? Think about that. Could we see mortgage rates at 8%? I actually believe we can. Why? Because right now, mortgages, the banks are telling you through their pricing of mortgages that they are pricing in risk. They do not believe that houses will be worth tomorrow what they are today, all right? Especially as the headlines are being flooded, like I'm about to show you, with bad news, all right? Okay, here we go. The housing sector is in something of a recession. That's really cool. I love it that we're in something of a recession. And an economist at Goldman Sachs says the downturn will continue and eventually slow down till the still rapid pace of house price increases. The pace of house price increases. Man, the way they word this stuff, it's either the ninja can't read, well, we all know that, or it's just not spelled out very well. You let me know in the comment section when you guys take a look at it yourself. Goldman Sachs economist Ronnie Walker said housing starts have dropped 20% from their peak and existing home sales have skidded by 30%. It's pretty darn impressive, and it's happening in very short order. As a matter of fact, this is happening so much faster, at a much faster pace than it happened in 2006 to 2008, okay? So this is, to me, absolutely exciting and incredible. Why? Because the faster it falls, the harder it falls, the more fear there is, which means there's more opportunity for you. It says mortgage rates as high as 5.8%. They were just 3.2% in January, and partly to blame. Sales and permits have fallen more sharply in regions where they increased the most in the earlier part of the pandemic, suggesting a retreat from the pandemic-related boost to housing, said Walker. Walker says existing home sales will fall by another 12%. Now that's home sales, okay, not home prices, by the fourth quarter, and new home sales will be flat. The latest survey from Confidence Board says plans to buy a home within 6 months has dropped to the lowest level since 2015. Now, I've talked about 2015 before as a very important date, and the reason why is because 2015 was the last time we were supposed to have a major recession, because recessions happen every 7 to 10 years, right? Everything was actually coming apart at the seams in 2015, but the Fed did something that was really interesting. They started raising rates from the quarter, 25 basis points, and they kept raising them until about 2018, when that actually took 20% off the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and then they stopped. And it was the quickest time they went from a raising point to a lowering point, because they were literally going to take out the stock market. But what that did is that bolstered the strength of the dollar, and it actually added enough confidence in people's minds that they kept investing, and it kept us out of a recession. But technically, we were in a recession. We should have been in a full-blown recession, and that would have helped us from where we are now. The point being here is this. First off, the 12% that he believes sales are going to fall by this next year, I believe is mild. I think that we're going to see an additional 30 to 40% sales drop by the end of fourth quarter compared to where we're at right now. I believe it's absolutely going to be staggering. Why? It's because interest rates are going to be, mortgage rates are going to be much higher than they are now on a percentage basis. I think it is going to be quite impressive. And so what happens? Right now, we are in a point when sellers are angry. They're frustrated. They literally missed the moment to sell their home by 90 days. If they would have listed their house 90 days ago, it would have been gone like that. No, I'm not saying that certain localities around the country. I'll give you an example. My area is one of the most sought after areas, not only in California, but it's so tight. The market is so tight because there's so few people willing to sell right now. Why? Because it's mostly retirement. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is gonna happen all over the country, but right now, and actually I will say in my area, my buddy, I just did a video, I'm gonna be putting it out pretty soon. He's never had this many homes available for sale under his own realtor license. So right now, even with that being said, sellers are frustrated. So it's gonna take some time for them to wake up and go, wait a minute, this isn't gonna end tomorrow. This may be a buyer's market. I need to get rid of my house, and they're gonna start to lower their prices. We're already seeing home prices getting lowered in Austin, Idaho, and different areas like that, where they were super, super hot. Lake Havasu, Arizona comes to mind. But right now, we still have a lot of sellers that are frustrated, and they're not willing to accept reality. And that is the Federal Reserve wants this market to come down and come down fast. The only question is, are you gonna be prepared for that? All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna link the story below. That being said, the Real Estate Ninja is out.